Hello everyone. I'm going to call this, sorry, I'm Mike. I'm going to call this a Citizens Report. And it's going to be about the Fukushima. If anybody knows, I've talked to a lot of people lately that don't know what Fukushima is or what's happened there. They realize there's been a big earthquake and a tsunami in Japan, but not too many people where I live know about it. So that says the news doesn't say much about it, right? Because I know these people watch the news. So we're going to talk about what is it. We don't seem to get any part of the truth until it's a long time past. And to start with, I guess I better give a short byline on Fukushima and what happened there. Of course, everybody knows the earthquake Japan back in March 11th, 2011, and it was a big earthquake. Hurt a lot of people, killed a lot of people, and it's still hurting everybody in Japan. Everybody. The only thing I could think of when I seen all that devastation of the tsunami and stuff, I was so worried for the people. Like, you're thinking, run, man, run, get out of there. You know, save yourself, save everybody, save, whatever. Yeah, it gets pretty emotional. So we kind of went on, and Fukushima, a couple days later, they're telling us that there's some problems at a nuclear plant there just on the coast of Fukushima. And we find out that one of the plants blowing up, and the other two are having problems, and they seem to be dumping seawater on it, and the seawater's running back into the sea, heavily contaminated with radiation. And radiation, if you know, it's kind of like a light bulb that you can't see. You flick it on, and all this gamma ray, etc., plutonium, cesium, there's a crazy amount of stuff coming off it, and they still don't know what 3/4 of it does to you. But what they do know isn't good. Well, it's good to know that it screws you up, right? So you find out that the plants are having real trouble, and right now we're sitting here and I'm looking. I've followed this almost every day for a year and a half. I actually don't have television, so I don't watch that, and I have to go to other people's places if I want to see what garbage is on the TV, because that's, as far as I'm concerned, that's all it is. It's all garbage, just to keep you asleep. So we find out we got 3 plants melting down, 10 million becquerels of radiation coming out of there a day. You got number 4 fuel pool is listing. The foundations and the wall and everything's buckling on one side. There's enough fuel in that number 4 fuel pool. If it tips over and runs out of water and starts burning, there's enough fuel in there to contaminate the complete northern hemisphere. So basically, anybody living in the northern hemisphere, bye. Yeah, might not happen real quick, but bye. Okay, so that's not good. Understanding that, going, holy cow, you know, this is kind of out of control, and we don't even hear about it. Well, it is on the internet, and there are people that put out these reports continuously, every day. Every day, I know a half a dozen right off the hand here that do exactly that, and there's a lot of people out there trying to get the news. In the last couple of months, I've asked a dozen people in this area about Fukushima, etc., and they go, "What's Fukushima? I've never heard of it." And then you go, earthquake, Japan, and they still don't know. So I mean, a lot of people simply don't know what's happening right here on the coast, the North American's coast, right from Alaska down to California and the tip of Baja, etc. That's a large area. uh, you're seeing readings from from individuals, citizens, taking readings of the from with their Geiger counters, getting a baseline, and then they start showing radiation. And right from BC to Ontario, in at certain times, and most definitely it seems to be in the rain, that you're getting extreme levels of radiation, dangerous, like extreme dangerous. It's saying the little info sheet with your Geiger counter, that's kind of crude, says that time to leave, get out of there, don't play with that, you know. And so this is showing up right from BC, down there, up here from California, Oregon, Washington, all the way over to New York, and different amounts here and there. And then the United States has put up um, uh, stations to read this, and I'm really not sure if I can trust anything anymore got to do with the government or anything that we're trying to run, because it all seems twisted. It's never what you're expecting it to do for you. Or much like BC's coast, they turned off all the radiation detectors just after the accident because they didn't want the people to be worried that they're going to die sooner or later. Not today maybe, but it's coming. Radiation, all the stuff from there gets us cancers, and if you look at the Chernobyl stuff, it does nasty stuff to people, and they continue to raise the rate that they say people can live through. So it's not looking very good there. The biggest thing I think is if the people got to get active about this and get their governments, Canada and US, to admit to the extremes. I mean, they're finding it in the fish, the tuna. I've seen guys do it on the north coast, and they're showing salmon and cod. It's all up. It's in it all. And this stuff's continuing to come across the coast or all across the ocean, and it doesn't leave. It stays in there and builds up, and it continues to build up because everything comes across the ocean from Japan. All the weather comes over this way. Kind of does the Alaska Panhandle idea, comes up around, and the other jet streams in the south. Anyways, it splits it off and hits both Canada and the U.S. So we carry on not knowing what's going on. I also read a report about babies in BC, and I'm sure it's happening in the coast of the States too, that they seem to have a very high mortality rate since Fukushima. And just that part, that's enough. I don't need any more. Okay, so I'm thinking, and I don't know, I need help with this, but we gotta bring this to our government, get it put out there. The whole world should be involved here trying to fix this problem. I mean, not now, a year and a half ago. Now we're simply casualties, right? And that's not a good place to be. Not if you knew. So please, people, share this with everybody. Make everybody aware how bad some of this stuff can be to everyone, to all of us, all the people, we the people. I love it. Yeah, we all will. Times are changing. I'm really enjoying this time, this life. I always knew I was meant for more than what I'd been doing. Still not sure what I meant for, but I definitely found a little open area here I can work with, and I'm feeling good about it because I'm letting people know what maybe some people wouldn't know otherwise. And if I could save one person, if I can get one person to understand what's going on, and they're going to take certain steps. I mean, that's small steps, you know. I have no aspirations of nothing except in order to let the people see, because it is we the people. Dig it. Gotta go. I'll post soon. Love y'all. Bye.